Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Tune In Tuesday. A really frequently asked question is, what do we do with the plastics we take off the beach? Well, about 85 to 95% of these we'll clean, sterilise and sort into colours and then take them into schools for educational art workshops. The kids produce some beautiful things, like this sea turtle, and you can imagine the conversations that follow family and friends seeing this up on somebody's fridge. It's really, really great. But there are some plastics that we can't use for these educational workshops. For example, the really, really big matted ropes that sometimes are really quite contaminated. Now, in Cornwall, you can't recycle beach plastics because of this contamination. But if some of you did watch one of my previous Tune In Tuesdays, where Beach Guardian went up to the recycling centre in Exeter, you would have maybe remembered me mentioning something called the Ocean Recovery Project. Now, in Exeter, they have found a way to recycle some beach plastics. So this morning, we have Neil from Beach Care from Keep Britain Tidy and the Ocean Recovery Project joining us, and we're going to have a look through some of our plastics to see what can be recycled. So first of all, if you've never seen our outside space before, here's a short clip from my recent BBC Spotlight interview showing you what our outside space looks like. Here we go.
That we've been collecting for months now. You see the usual offenders, plastic bottles. Here's a net that we've got washed up on a local beach, and we've cut it into the shape of a turtle so we can take that into schools, and it's a real great visual representation for the children. I would like to be able to educate people so that they feel empowered to make the changes in their own lives, whether it's an individual, schools, councils, businesses. Anybody can make small changes that do make a big difference, but we need to be doing it now.
Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to go outside and meet Neil and see what we can sort out and what can be recycled. So as you can see, it is quite a lot different now. We've worked really, really hard all day. All of the ropes that were up here have now been taken by the Ocean Recovery Project, and as you saw in the previous clip, where they're going either to be recycled or used for academics to research in various universities. And over here we now have our empty crates. Some of them are still full with a few bits. For example, these fishing buoys, they're really colourful and really great for art projects, so we've kept them. And obviously the flippers, they're really good for art projects, but the rest are empty. So what we need now is to sort those bags into these. So in these bags we have the beach cleans of the last few months really,
maybe the last couple of months, and these need to be sorted out. So
some of you may have seen that over the weekend of the Padstow Christmas Festival, this space will be open for various arts and crafts, teas, coffees, cakes, loads of things. Check out the event, I'll put it in the description bit of this video so you can have a look. But whilst we're open, we will need people to come and help us sort some of this out, to have a look at what we've been collecting over the last couple of months on our beach cleans and sort them into the crates.
you might also be wondering what we still have here. Now this is the fishing stuff that unfortunately can't really be recycled with the Ocean Recovery Project because, you know, for example, this was completely coated in oil and it's too matted and little scraggly bits. If I put this up there, you'll be able to see that it's not very high quality or little tiny bits, for example, something like that. So we're going to keep those for art projects, but as you can see, how many crates full of fishing related plastics we have, and all of these. A really exciting art project that we have coming up, and if any of you want to get involved with this, please comment, and we'd love to get an event sorted. But what we have in here, I'm sure you've seen loads of these before. It's the rubbers that they wrap around the lobster pots. For example, I'll turn the camera around. Here you can see where the rubbers have come from. So what we have over here are two massive bits of wood that washed up on the beach. So what we'd like to do, we would like to wrap the lobster pot rubbers around our bits of wood to make totem poles. And then over here we have so many bodyboards that were left over the summer, and on them we've got, you know, ocean scenes, snakes, sharks, dolphins. There's absolutely hundreds here. Piranhas. What else have we got? Just some really cool ones. More dolphins. Look at all those in there. And this one especially, if I can get it out, we actually have a totem pole head. So that's a next project coming up. So if you want to get involved with that, then yeah, comment below and we'll get an event going. So I hope that fills in some of the blanks for you. If you were ever wondering what exactly happens to what you're picking up off the beach on our beach cleans, if you've got any questions, please comment below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this week's Tune In Tuesday, and I'll see you next week.